Welcome to Rona's review of the Pittsburgh Opera's presentation of Turandot. I'm going to call it Turandot officially. Last night at the opera, I did hear a few times where they called her Turandot, but other times I wasn't really sure, and I like saying Turandot. Okay, enough about that. So, for those of you who don't know much about the Pittsburgh Opera, I'm going to tell you a very little bit. We have a wonderful regional company. I have not seen a whole lot of other regional opera companies, but I think we're one of the best, based on nothing. But our productions are excellent. They travel around the country. And for Turandot, this time, this particular production was built here, and other places will have it next. And it was a spectacular production. The stage director and choreographer was Renaud Doucet, D-O-U-C-E-T, and the set and costume designer was André B-A-R-B Barbe, I would assume. They were fabulous. The costumes were amazing, and the whole set had a beautiful look. There was an arc that went across the whole stage that was painted in red lacquer. And there was a hole in the middle of the stage where stage extras and sometimes singers came out of. And then there was a round staircase where singers also were walking. And the stage was filled with people and choristers and children. It was a very busy and entertaining production. All in all, I will give the production a big A+. Anybody who saw it had a big treat last night. Now, what kind of production was it? I would just call it a generalized, stylish production. It was supposed to look like ancient China, whatever we think ancient China looked like. But in the beginning of the opera, there were these placards that was supposed to represent former suitors of Turandot who had met their death. And I'm not very good at art, but I wanted you to see what these placards looked like. They looked like this, like a very sad face. And they put all these placards around on the stage so that it looked like this with red blood dripping. That was the only thing I really didn't like. If you would like to see full pictures of this on the Pittsburgh Opera website, you can see photographs of the artist's rendition of the sets and costumes. So the big question for me is, should a regional company tackle Turandot? That's a very big question. Because who is going to sing Turandot and who is going to sing Kalaf? Even at the Met, that's a big question. Now, in one of my former reviews, I was criticized as being a person of little important knowledge. Now I am going to confess, in this review, I have even less important knowledge. This was my first time seeing Turandot live. So I cannot really comment on how this production compares to others. Also, when I speak about the values of this production of Turandot, we cannot compare it to the La Scala or Met productions because this is a regional opera company. It's a very good regional opera company. They have a wonderful artists' residency program. Some of our former graduates from the residence program are Rolando Villazon, a name all of you will know. Marianne Cornetti, if you don't know who she is, she sings at the Met and La Scala. Oren Gratis, another name if you don't know. He also sings at the Met and was a much more recent graduate of the program. And last night, two former graduates of this residency program took on two very major roles, and I'm going to speak about them shortly. My overall impression of the opera was that I was really glad Pittsburgh did it, in spite of the fact that I could not even imagine having the lead roles fulfilled in a way that would satisfy me. No, there are no more Ava Turners or Birgit Nielsen's to sing the role of Turandot. And no, we don't have Franco Corelli either. I'm not a huge fan of Franco Corelli, but I thought he was great singing the arias and pieces that I've heard him sing. I never saw him do the opera. I love his rendition of Non piangere più. So, excluding the leads, the singing and everything was outstanding. And now I would like to segue in to let you see our beautiful theater, and there will be a part 2 where I'll get into the specifics. So I hope you enjoy the little photos I have of our beautiful Benedum theater, and go on to part 2 where I talk specifically about what happened last night. Thank you.